Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today I wanted to share something deeply personal. It's about my journey to becoming a parent and how truly blessed I am to have my 3 boys who not only love each other but love God with all their hearts. When I first got married, like many couples, I dreamed of starting a family right away. I thought it would happen quickly, that it would be as simple as wishing for it. But God asked me to wait. And waiting isn't easy. There were moments of doubt, moments of tears, and moments when I wondered if motherhood would ever come for me. Those years of waiting were some of the hardest of my life, but also some of the most shaping. I learned patience in many ways I never wanted to, and I learned what it truly meant to depend on God. There were nights I cried into my pillow, praying for answers, praying for a child, praying for hope. But through all of it, my husband was by my side. He wasn't just my partner, he was my best friend. He carried me through the hardest nights with encouragement, with patience, and with love. And when my faith wavered, he reminded me that God had a plan. When I felt weak, he gave me strength. During those years, I also leaned on my mom. She would remind me, keep praying, seek God's guidance. His timing is always perfect. At that time, I struggled to understand that. And then, in God's perfect timing, our prayers were answered. Today, instead of silence, our home is filled with laughter, little footsteps running through the hallways, and the joyful chaos of 3 beautiful boys. Every hug, every smile, every moment we see them together reminds us that God hears us. He hears the cries of our hearts, even when the weight feels unbearable. There's something indescribable about walking into a room and seeing my boys wrapped in each other's arms, giggling or sharing their little secrets. In those moments, I see God's faithfulness written so clearly in my life. I prayed for children, but He gave me more than that. He gave me brothers who will grow up knowing love, kindness, and faith as their foundation. Now, parenting isn't always easy. There are messy days, sleepless nights, and challenges that test our patience. But having my husband beside me makes this journey a beautiful chapter in my life. Together, we share the joys, we share the struggles, and we celebrate everything about the blessings of raising our boys. God truly answers prayers to those who wait, and His answer wasn't just one child. He blessed us with 3 times over. Through this journey, my husband and I haven't just grown as a couple. We've grown into a family. We've learned patience, we've learned teamwork, and we've learned to lean on God together. Parenting has stretched us, shaped us, and filled our lives with purpose. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it, because love multiplies when you walk in this path as one. One of the things that brings me the most joy is watching how my boys' love for each other is connected to their love for God. They share a bond that's more than just brothers. It's friendship, it's laughter, sometimes even in little disagreements, it's always wrapped in love. In their prayers, I see faith growing. It's a reminder that faith doesn't just grow in churches or schools. It grows inside our home in the way we love one another. This is exactly what we prayed for. Not just children, but a family rooted in love, kindness, and faith. And every day I'm reminded that God doesn't just give us what we ask for. He gives us more than what we could ever imagine. He blessed us with a home full of love and a future that feels rich with promise. Even though my mom is no longer here with me, her words live on. Her guidance was simple but powerful. Pray, seek God's wisdom, trust His plan. Those words carried me through my hardest years, and even now I hold them close to my heart. And now, as a mother myself, I see how important those words truly are, and I hope to pass that same guidance on to my sons. Because a mother's words, a mother's faith can last long after she's gone. I feel we're building a foundation that will carry our boys forward for the rest of their lives, and that's because I have this amazing partnership with my husband. So if you're watching this and you're still in that waiting season, I want you to know God hasn't forgotten about you. His timing is perfect, even when we don't understand it. Keep praying, keep believing, because when His blessings come, they will fill your life in ways you can't even imagine. When I look at my boys, I can't help but feel overwhelming gratitude. His promises are true, and His blessings are far greater than anything we could imagine. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.